You're in the middle of all this.
Yes, I can hear you, Dan.
All right.
Yeah, can you hear me, Dan?
Yes,
yeah.
I can.
Okay, so here we are at the corner of Southwest 4th and Morrison. This fire burning in the heart of this intersection. Traffic cones, those free newspapers stands, a Portland Mercury stand on fire here as well. A horde of flashbangs now going off. We see police as they're making their way up Morrison, coming into this intersection from where we just were at 3rd. The black smoke pouring into the sky from this fire. A lot of plastic burning. Plastic cones. Here goes one guy putting another cone in there, and this thing is burning pretty good. You can feel the heat from the street corner. Right now, police not making any moves as far as rushing in on the crowd, but again, a lot of flashbangs going off within the last 30, 45 seconds. Right here at the corner of South, there's a fire hydrant was just thrown. I'm not sure, can we zoom in on that, Adam? That fire hydrant right there on the corner. Someone just picked up that fire hydrant and tried to throw it at those officers. Another flare just went into the, or smoke bomb is what I would have to imagine, flying into the crowd there. A lot of these officers hanging out right there at on Southwest Morrison. More flashbangs now. Calling this a restricted access area. Right now at the corner of Southwest 4th and Morrison. But again, police not making any moves as far as storming into the crowd, letting this fire burn. Another anarchist here on his megaphone trying to combat what they're saying on their, that LRAD, that very loud radio broadcast. Here we go. Officers now moving in. All right, hold back. Here we go. Okay, let's just hang tight right here. Okay. Okay, we're being pushed around here. We're gonna keep rolling though here. Okay, we're now going west towards Pioneer Courthouse Square. We're running here, so forgive me if I'm out of breath or sound a little winded. Okay, they've closed off that intersection now. Not sure where a lot of the crowd went. It looks like they're up by Pioneer Courthouse Square. A large group. Adam, if we can, maybe just real quickly, Adam. Here's where this crowd is now. So this is we're walking down Morrison right now. This crowd continuing to move towards Pioneer Courthouse Square. That's an area we've seen in so many protests past, where a lot of these things kind of assemble. I'm not sure if they'll try to regroup or what the plan is right now, but it doesn't seem like there really is much of one now. I'm not quite sure what we have here. Adam, are you able to come over here? I'm not sure what we have. This is hanging down from the MAX line, the overhead cable. I wish I could tell you what that is, but I'm not 100% sure I do. So this is just a look now right at Pioneer Place. What an image this is. There are those police officers clad in that riot gear, that smoke from that fire burning behind them. It looks to be pretty much extinguished. Again, that was newspaper stands, large orange traffic cones tossed into the street and then subsequently set on fire. Okay, we're going to keep moving, I think, Adam. Let's keep going up Morrison here. We do have a green light. We can get through here. You see they've been dragging some of these parking signs out into Morrison, trying to block traffic. That's something we've seen in protest past also. Looks like somebody may have taken to this utility box and spray painted that infamous anarchist A logo on that utility pole. So police still continuing to move west, as we do too. We saw them make that aggressive push just moments ago, and here they continue to go. Now, I'm not sure if we have more police. I'm trying to look west towards Pioneer Courthouse Square to see if there's another police presence assembling up that way, but so far I'm not seeing anything. So again, we're passing right in front of the Nines Hotel now, where that Macy's was.
So, Cole, let's listen into what the police are saying right now, if you can.
It sounds like they're singling out individual protesters. Someone with red hair. I couldn't make out the rest of it. That truck's about 2 blocks behind us.
Yeah, I heard them saying you in the black Columbia jacket, and I couldn't quite understand what they were saying. That Portland police are just tweeting, anyone in the area is subject to arrest. Everyone ordered to clear the area or be subject to arrest, as we look at the Portland riot squad moving down the street. Now, it's been interesting, and the Portland police...
And here we go, we have another... Oh, I apologize, Dan. I just wanted to point out real quickly, we have another fire, it appears, that they tried to set right here at Pioneer Courthouse Square, just in front of the Freshie. That's one of those little diners here, right by the Biketown rack. There's somebody marking that Biketown deal as well. So, Dan, I'll let you go ahead and finish your thought there. I apologize.
No, notice, interrupt me at any moment you need to. So, I remember